Welcome back to Winning Isn't Easy. Did your ERISA disability carrier or plan suggest that you use Allsup or a similar service to file a claim for your Social Security disability benefits? Why the four claims that Allsup makes about why you should use them don't make sense in our view. Now, let's set the stage here. Most ERISA disability insurance policies or plans require that you apply for your Social Security disability benefits. Why? Well, the plan or the policy considers Social Security disability benefits to be other income that can be deducted dollar for dollar from the gross amount of your long-term disability benefits. Additionally, any benefits that your minor dependents get can also be used to reduce dollar for dollar your Social Security benefits. So in the game that's being played here is they want to reduce the amount of your disability benefits based on the receipt of Social Security disability benefits or those of your dependents. Now, by the way, there are other offsets in these policies or plans that let them reduce benefits for the receipt of things like workers' comp or personal injury settlement, PIP benefits. But today, we're just going to talk about Social Security disability benefits. Now, it is not uncommon for the ERISA disability carrier plan to recommend a vendor, such as Allsup, to assist you in applying for your Social Security disability benefits. We often get a call saying, what's this about and is this a good idea? Let's start out by looking at what Allsup has to say about themselves. Now, if you go to their website, you're going to see some interesting claims. Number one, they're the only nationwide representative that understands the financial issues you are facing. Really? Number two, they provide expert Social Security disability help. Really? Number three, they can help you get your benefits sooner. Really? And number four, they claim to have a 97% Social Security disability success rate and you have a 50% higher likelihood of receiving your benefits. Really? Okay, so let's take these on. Number one, they say they're the only nationwide representative that understand the financial issues you're facing. Now look, I'm going to call them. Every Social Security disability lawyer or long-term disability lawyer understands firsthand the financial difficulties caused by disability. It's one of the first things we discuss in a consultation with our clients so that we can set our clients' expectations properly about the Social Security disability claims process, how much they're going to get in benefits, and how long it's going to take, what resources are available in the community to provide assistance, and how this interacts with their long-term disability benefits. There is not a thing. There's nothing that's unique about Allsup's claim. But those who have lived through it know it better than Allsup. And guess what? My family has lived through this. My dad became disabled when I was growing up, and he filed a Social Security disability claim and his long-term disability claim. So I promise you that we lawyers understand what you're going through. Now, number two, they claim to provide expert Social Security disability help. What I have seen in my experience is it also provides you with a representative who's not necessarily an attorney and not necessarily an expert. And I've had to clean up messes that also have made on Social Security disability cases. I can personally attest, based on my experience, that expert is not a word that I would use to describe the impact that mistakes can have on a Social Security disability claim and ultimately a long-term disability claim. Now, did you catch the term representative in their claim? That's code language that the person who's representing you is not an attorney. Now, they have to be accredited as a representative, but how truthful is that claim of expertise in Allsup's website? Number three, they can get your benefits sooner. The reality is that no one can get your benefits sooner. Each case is different and unique and has to be developed differently. Even in cases that qualify for a compassionate allowance or a 100% disabled veteran fast track, the cases are different. It's really all about the case development, which involves getting your medical records, developing the history of your symptoms and functionality, obtaining appropriate residual functional capacity forms from your doctor to attest to your restrictions and limitations. And I have found not only is it case development, which can help get an earlier decision, in quotes, once it's in front of the claims examiner. I wouldn't say earlier, I think I maybe say faster. But no one is necessarily going to speed up the process because the process is what the process is. But I also think that it's very important that you be prepared for your hearing by being represented by a Social Security ERISA disability attorney who shares a mock Social Security disability hearing video with the client before the hearing, who conducts or has basically done an hour-long video on the preparation for a hearing, and then has a practice session with a client weeks before the hearing. And that's in contrast to what I have always seen is where, at least when we used to do live Social Security hearings, they would actually meet their representative for the first time at the hearing. That's not right. Now, of course, I don't know if the first time that they are the Allsup representative is meeting with the client is before the phone hearing, but I would hope not. So again, there is no doubt that having legal representation can shorten the processing time once the claim has been sent to a claims examiner. And why? Because in our particular case, we develop and provide all the medical evidence, including residual functional capacity forms, so that when the claims examiner finally gets assigned to the claim, they have what they need on a silver platter, so that the reason why you meet the 5-step sequential evaluation test should be apparent from that documentation. Now, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that the claims examiner is going to agree that you're entitled to the benefits. But many times what will happen is the claims examiner will pick it up for the first time and then has to go order medical records, which takes time. And they don't necessarily get all the medical records, which results in a denial. We believe that preparation and providing this information to the Social Security Administration, including the residual functional capacity forms, can make all the difference. So the other claim they have is that they have a 97% success rate and that you have a 50% higher likelihood of receiving benefits. Now, that math doesn't even make sense. Success rate is a product of case selection, case development, what's in your medical records, the consistency of your report of your activities, the forms that you fill out, and if appropriate, the testimony in front of a judge. The success rate for getting Social Security benefits is higher when represented by an attorney. Statistics show that it can be up to 3 times higher compared to those who are representing themselves. And of course, a firm's approval rate can vary depending on the specific facts of the case, the medical complexity, and even the judge. Now, Allsup's claim that you have an over 50% higher likelihood of receiving benefits by using them is less than the 66% rate quoted by the government. So is it a good idea to use Allsup when the claims they make about their company don't add up? Is it a good idea to believe that they have your best interests at heart? Is it a good idea to believe that they are working for you and not the disability carrier or plan? We're going to take that up in our next segment, but let's take a break.
Are you a professional with questions about your individual disability policy? You need the Disability Insurance Claims Survival Guide for Professionals. This book gives you a comprehensive understanding of your disability policy, with tips and to-dos that will assist you in submitting a winning disability application. This is one you don't want to miss. For the next 24 hours, we're giving away free copies of the Disability Insurance Claims Survival Guide for Professionals. Order yours today at disabilityclaimsforprofessionals.com.